Wait, I'm trying to put this woman cry. All right, yeah, he's been having it for a while, and I've said me and Willie been together almost 20 years in January. Our wedding anniversary is Saturday, 14 years married. And I've told him for years, I said, hey.
That's what we should talk about. We should talk about the 14 years of being married.
We ain't got enough time.
We got some time.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
And it takes more than 30 minutes for me to say what I got to say about that. So let's just keep on task.
We can talk about that.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
So
I'm telling you, man.
14 years married?
Let's talk about that.
What do you want to talk about it? Marriage mayhem? Let's call it that. Marriage mayhem.
Let's talk about the rough times.
They always rough.
The bad times. The good times.
I don't know how to spell mayhem. Do you know how to spell mayhem?
Ma'am, M-A-M.
No. Oh, M-A-Y-H-E-M. Okay. There we go. All right. Now I'm ready. Okay. He wants to talk about marriage. So
I don't want to talk about no marriage. I was just playing around, man.
Please, because we ain't got long enough.
Hey, everybody out there.
We need an hour for each.
This is Will.I.E.
And this is T. No.
W.I.L.L.I.E and T.
Listen.
A T and Will.I.E.
I want to be T.W.I.L.L.I.E. Like, that's my signature. So when I sign stuff, that's how I sign it. T.W.I.L.L.I.E. So W.I.L.L.I.E and T.W.I.L.Liams? No, that's cute.
That's not.
Whatever. Will.I.E and T?
We'll just let the people chime in.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah.
You guys just put in the comments of what you want to hear or what you want to do. We thank y'all for spending time with us. We know even we got people over there on the East Coast that's 3 hours ahead. Yep.
So that means it is 11 o'clock. Ain't nobody about to watch nothing on 11 o'clock night. They is watching their eyelids because it's closed and they sleep.
Then we got people 2 hours ahead, which means that's 10 o'clock.
And maybe my daughter is watching or trying to put my grandson to sleep. She was driving. Tori, where was you going? That's a whole nother subject. But yeah, she was driving, because I check everybody's location. So. Anyway, let's get into the topic. The topic is, again, women cry, men lie. And I believe last time we started off on talking about, listen, I was raised by my mother. She was very emotional, still is to this day. My father in and out of my life. And I know for 100% fact the reason I am emotional so much is because she was emotional so much.
I agree.
And the reason that it fed into me and now I recognize it is because when I go to process things, I always process everything big.
And I can say the same thing. The reason why I'm emotionless is because Paulette was emotionless. Yes.
You emotional less.
Yeah. I don't have the average emotions that most people have.
Below average? Below average? You think you're below average or you're average?
No, I'm average. I'm below average. I was really below. I was like...
and that's the truth.
I had a handicap.
You emotionally handicapped?
I was emotionally handicapped.
Are you still emotionally handicapped?
No.
Yes, you are.
I'm surviving.
That's still emotionally handicapped.
I'm learning how to maneuver.
If you were emotionally handicapped, surviving is not.
I'm learning how to maneuver through these new emotions that I'm witnessing.
New emotions after 19 years. They're still new, ladies. Oh my God. Can you believe this?
I'm 56
Maybe
now,
trying to tell us that too.
I'm 56, so it's been longer than 19 years.
Well, exactly. So with me, I got 19 years of it. Anywho, let's stay on task. So listen, let's talk about why men lack emotions and why women have more. So I said something earlier, which I still feel is like science. Women have estrogen, men have testosterone.
You're not a scientist, man.
You know what? First of all, if I could measure all my knowledge, I'd have 4 PhDs. Because I got a lot of knowledge in here. Yes, I do. And you know I do.
Oh, my gosh.
I have about 4 PhDs in my head. I just ain't got the title and the student debt to go along with it. But I definitely probably got about 4 PhDs. But anywho, Women have more emotions because we try to compensate what you lack. Do you feel that's true?
No.
Why not?
Why would you try to compensate for someone like you wasted all of your energy and your time. That's why you guys cry about putting all your time and energy into a man, because you're trying to calculate and show that person how to have emotions.
So listen, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for other women. When we first got together, I did that. Like, I tried to go all out my way. I tried to do everything perfect. I tried to just be this cool, calm chick that just like went with the flow, and it bagged you.
Nah.
It did, because I'm your wife. So I lied. Let me be honest. Listen, no, I didn't do that.
We're not talking about how we first met. First
Okay,
of all.
okay,
We're
we won't talk
talking
about that. But I'm
emotions.
telling you, emotions. The reason I did that in the beginning, did more emotions, is because I wanted you to see that I was really into you, that I really cared. And that's what we do as women. We use our over emotions to convey feelings that may not be reciprocated on the other side.
No, we reciprocate them. We just
No, y'all don't.
Yeah, we do.
Y'all don't.
We just don't show them like you desire us to show
You
'em.
reciprocate them in the bedroom.
No, it's just not about the bedroom. We reciprocate them.
And
Especially when that relationship start going, when you start dating, just anything goes.
So
man.
so tell me this. So why is it, if it's not in the bedroom, then why is it that men can go and screw 20 women and not have any emotion about it? But if we do it as a woman, y'all be ready to leave us.
Because we're physical, we have that connection, being physical beings. We don't have a emotional connection with these women.
So it's okay for me to be emotional with you, but you don't give me the emotion. So
Yeah,
I'm
because
wrong
we
when
know that when you become emotional, there's a connection there. So when women go sleep, they bring their emotions into their connections, unless they become hard and they've been bitter or whatever it may be. But we know that's why it's hard for a man to look at his woman cheating, because of the attachment there.
it's the double standards.
It is a double standard. I'm just
And it's whack.
Look, I ain't said that I'm trying to justify double standards. We're just trying to go into the mind of a man.
Okay, so the mind of a man is that if you see me crying for something that you did or didn't do, why don't you tap into that emotional side and have empathy?
Some men can do that, but a lot of men can't, because
Are you one of them?
I am.
You better be. You better be.
I am now to a certain point, but
And
not
it's still to
there.
a certain point, lady.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, 20 years into a relationship still creates this I'm open to.
And that's what I want to say too, man.
What you wanna say?
All these people talk about, oh man, I got such a great relationship, and all the behind closed doors, they lying.
Lies. Because let me tell you something. I never, ever, ever want someone to look at us and be like, we the epitome of a relationship. Because let me tell you something. We almost broke up 3 days ago.
Divorce.
Divorce. Almost 3 days ago.
I told that woman I was tired. I can't do this like this
and he
no more.
did. And let me tell you something. That emotional man that I thought I married turned into somebody that I wanted to probably push in the wall.
It was logical.
No, logic. Okay. So logic and action go together. And that's where y'all get emotional. Y'all want results.
Exactly.
We want emotion.
Which we more than likely can't give.
And guess what?
Unless the man is an emotional Mitch.
I know what you was trying to say, but you didn't say it because we don't.
We don't lie.
So a man being over emotional is the B word.
Yeah. Because he's too sensitive.
What is okay? So why do men have this standard of like they gotta be hard? They gotta be.
It's not like we gotta be hard,
You
but
choose
men
it.
are built in a different. See, y'all don't understand the way the Creator God built us, man.
We not going to that.
You can't
Creator
turn-
God chooses
no,
you
man,
to
you-
do what you want to do. It's called free will.
You
So
can't-
if you ignore me and I'm crying my eyes out, that's free will that you choosing to not be empathetic to
that's
my
not
emotions.
that's not the way that works.
Period.
No, that's not the way that works.
Lies.
Work won't get done unless we stop all the time for everybody crying.
From the devil's pit, lies.
Nah. Thing is that men are logical, man. We think with our minds, not with our hearts. Women think with their hearts, not with their mind. After
Listen
the
to
fact.
me.
This is why women always pick the wrong men.
Wow. So we picked the wrong man.
Because it's easy to pretend like we care and we're listening and we there, and that's why y'all say men lie.
Yes,
because
they pretend. Did
when
you hear that?
by the time you get that man and realize that that's the wrong man, it's like 10 years gone down the drain.
Dang.
I'm just keeping it
So
real
is
with
that what
you,
I
man.
did?
Really?
I'm saying.
You got a ring on your finger, chick.
Just because I got a ring don't mean what you saying ain't true for us.
I paid $25 in Pensacola, Florida.
Man, let me tell you something. It wasn't 25. I keep telling you, it was 35.
It was $25.
It was not, and I'm worth more than $35.
And
so
I
let's
used
get
my
that
debit
straight.
card.
Grow up. Anywho, now let me ask you this: does a man's lack move that because you know how you move this?
You about to turn everything off.
I was about to turn it off. Come on, do the thing. Does a man lack of emotion comes from lack of relationships with important women in their lives?
Does a man what?
Does a man's lack of emotion come from lack of relationship with healthy women in their lives?
Yes.
So I gotta suffer because you ain't
It's
had no
just-
women around?
I said it like this.
Wow.
Does a woman's lack of logic comes from lack of relationship with important men in their lives?
Absolutely.
Okay, so who are we to blame? We're just feeling our way.
You're feeling your way. So,
Yeah.
so here's my thing.
Like, hold on, wait, stop.
No.
How do you expect somebody
I don't wanna
who's
stop.
never been taught how to love, how to embrace their emotions when it's time to embrace their emotions, or using logic, or how to be a man when there was no man in their life?
Wait, ladies, I have the perfect answer to this. I'm going to tell you why. Because you are supposed to take what you did not receive and try to find a woman that gives it. And when you find a woman that
nobody
gives it,
taught me how to find no woman, man. Shoot, I was going by big butts, breasts,
wow.
just telling the truth. I was looking for pretty faces, man. Then it got to a time where I didn't care about pretty faces anymore, and anything goes.
Do you hear this? Like,
I'm just being real
this
with
is the
y'all.
man I married.
But I love you, though.
Wow.
But I'm just telling the truth. You want me to be truthful
See,
on
these
here,
are
right?
the type of conversations you should be having in the beginning because we sure didn't have them.
We didn't. But you knew I loved dark girls with big butts. You see, every time a dark girl with a big butt passed by, she looking before me to see if I'm looking.
And I wanted a white man who was highly educated, who had at least a PhD.
Surprise.
Obviously, lie. You know, they say when you want something, tell God your plans and he gonna laugh. He's sure laughing at us right now because we is not even what each other wanted.
Tanisha, Willie's your husband.
Return to sender. I don't
No.
want that. He ain't got no PhD.
We did not give
He
you
got
a
too many kids.
we did not give you a return authorization or RTA.
Do you see what I'm saying? But you know what? But here's the thing: is that I'm very happy that. Like, I know my emotions sometimes get me in trouble, but I will never change the fact that the things that make me me and my over emotions, whatever you want to call it, it makes me know of what I'm capable of. I'm capable of giving a lot of love and a lot of things that other people don't have the capacity. That's why I have a gift of service, because I love giving. I love the emotional attachment that I have with people. It sometimes gets me in trouble.
It does.
Wow.
Emotions.
Couldn't wait to say that, huh?
Because you're ruled by emotions.
You've been sitting on that, huh?
Yep.
I'm not ruled by emotions. I'm ruled by emotions more than other things. I had to say it because I knew he was going to. I had to say it. I'm ruled by emotions as well as other things.
You're ruled by emotions. Emotions first, then logic later. And then you ask yourself, well, how could you be a fool, or why are you doing this? Why are you doing this insane journey, and you keep doing the same thing again and again and again?
Listen.
And then men do the same thing and say, man, how come I didn't really feel I should have loved her, I should have held her close, and I should have been there, and I should have did such and such.
And then you lose her and get mad when the next man
get
get
mad
her.
when the next man. Yeah, that's the way life is. That's what we're trying to prevent right now to try to help people. We're trying to be real with you.
All right. So listen. Does men's reputation for being liars, we talked about this, come from a lack of empathy? You said no, and I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to tell you why. because
You cannot speak for a man, first of all.
I'm not speaking for my man. I'm telling you from, you wasn't the only man I was with, no. Like,
You wasn't?
grow
We
up.
need to we need
Grow
to
up.
sidebar on this, man.
Stop it now, okay? Get your life. Anyway, when I dated other men outside of my husband, when I tried to like show emotion, like that was only reciprocated when I showed it. Other than that, it was never reciprocated. Because I feel like in that moment, if you do it, it's only like in the past for me with men to like prolong their agenda, which was sex.
That's what I just said at the beginning.
Listen. I want to know the truth, and I don't feel like you have to lie. Matter of fact, let's do that. How many times do you lie to me during the day?
Used to a lot.
You see what I'm saying? The pause again. Why is it that I brought this up multiple times and you feel like you got to pause?
Because
See?
you can't handle the truth.
I can't handle the truth.
No.
And you could tell me the truth right now, but you don't have to tell me the
how
truth
many
because I
times-
already know the truth.
how many
and even
ti-
in
okay,
that truth,
okay.
I'm still going to do what I'm
All right.
doing right now.
I'm finna tell you the truth.
I'm listening.
How many times did I lie to you today?
Yes.
0.
I don't believe that.
Your lies are twitching. See, you can't
No,
believe you
I
can't
can't
handle the
believe-
truth. You cannot handle the truth,
You
bro.
did not lie to me at all
now
today.
you trying to make me into a liar to
you
prove
did
a
not
point.
lie to me at all today.
No, I did not.
Really?
I take pride in that. You can't take this away from me, T.
Okay. I guess I got to believe him, right?
Yeah, that's where trust come in a marriage.
Correct.
But I did not lie. Now, if you go about 2 years,
You see what I'm saying? Because he knows. It's just a coincidence today. He probably actually didn't lie because he knew I would ask him on the podcast if he lied.
nah, I'm not that smart.
He is.
You give me too much credit.
Period. He lies.
You give me
I
too
believe
much
you.
credit.
I believe you did that.
You remember that seal on Madagascar? What he said? He
What?
said, "I'm of average intelligence."
I'm telling you right now, I don't believe you
Look,
at all, but it's okay.
I appreciate you thinking that I'm that smart to think of premeditated things that you was going to say or do, but I did not.
Okay. But we'll let him have this one, y'all. He's telling the truth. Okay. Now, why do women lie? Is our lying, in your opinion, if we lie, is it tied to our over emotions?
Yes, because you guys realize that the man that you with is really not that man, so you're going to lie to him because he lies to you. So most women would tell the truth. They would be honest because that's how they're built, because they let it all out. But because women are very vindictive, and when you get on the bad side of them,
Are we vindictive?
they will lie to you real quick and hurt you more than the man will hurt you.
Ooh.
Just keeping it real.
Wow. Am I vindictive?
Yep. I remember that time you cheated on me, man. I was on the bed crying.
Wow. Listen, let me tell you something. And I'm glad you brought this up. Was I vindictive in that moment?
Yep, because
Hell yeah. You know why?
why are you cursing?
Heck yeah. Hell yeah. I can say hell. I think hell's okay.
No, you didn't. You can't say
Heck.
it like that in that context.
Okay. Heck
If
yeah, I
TD Jakes
did.
hear this right now, he will roll over.
Oh, well, I'm not a fan, so it doesn't matter. So listen, yes, I did, and I'm going to tell you why I did. Because it shouldn't take from me to step outside of our relationship to get the emotional capacity from the man that I love.
True. I agree.
Okay, so it's the same thing when we're talking about why do women lie. I never wanted to lie. But
I
the thing
agree.
is that when I communicated in that overly emotions to try to tell you how I feel, you didn't take it to heart.
Yep.
So guess what I did?
Mm-hmm.
I found someone who was caring about my emotions. But guess what?
you
But guess
did.
what? It backfired. It backfired. Why?
Because she was falling in love. She introduced him to the kids and everything.
Wow. Listen, I don't regret a lot of things in my life, but if I had to like say, Lord, take one thing away,
Nah,
it was that.
I don't think you should regret that.
I
not
do.
Gonna, you know, being on the other side of it, because if you say that, then I wouldn't be the person that I am today, becoming better. You know, realizing
Yeah.
my mistake.
So-
Because you look, no matter how much that time in my life hurt or whatever it may be, and we can talk about it now, it it was for the better. Like most people don't even understand that. And if you were in a relationship
Yeah.
and you've been cheated or, you know, or whatever it is in your spouse and stuff like that, man, you have to realize that, man, forgiveness, you know, I'm just going to keep it. A Peter is a Peter and a Pootie is a Pootie. This is how it
Wow.
is. Like for real, because the connection that you have with that person, like I knew in her heart, her desire wasn't to be like that or to do
Right.
like that.
It
Just like
wasn't.
when times that I stepped out of my marriage and cheated too, she knew that that was just an itch or whatever it may have been because of we wasn't giving each other
What we needed.
what we needed to each other. Because man, you got to think about it, man. I come from a broken home. She come from a broken
Right.
home. This thing that we're doing now, we can teach our kids better than what we had because it was anything goes.
Right. True. So there, when you don't have any clear understanding or awareness of what's happening, you literally go seek things in the wrong place without understanding the consequences. And for me, I wanted someone who was over emotional, but guess what? When you over emotional and you just go freely give that, there's no coming back.
Nope.
There's no coming back. So you're right. I know a lot of people may not like this, but that taught me that I can't give my emotions freely away,
No.
even if I'm not getting it from him, because it's a choice.
Because that's where the trust come in. Because there's certain qualities that you see in that person, even though you may not be getting it now. Because even though we may have broken up and you know or whatever may have happened, I knew that there was certain things about her that'll bring about change. I know that trusting her sometimes it's not an option. You know that you really do have to trust that person that you're with to because we are all entitled
Right.
to some form of incompetence in our life.
Correct.
And that if we look at it, no matter whether you believe in God or not, or whoever you may believe in, you're entitled in this world to make your choices
True.
and learn from those choices and not learn from the choices or repeat those choices.
Right.
So even in understanding that in the relationship, you have to understand what forgiveness is all about. That person is a faulty person because
Yeah.
you have to look at their life, their family, their background,
True.
or whatever it may be.
Yep.
Look at their circle, their friends, all the stuff that you got going on in your life.
Yeah.
And so I say that the thing that helped me the most was you stepping out.
Wow. But it still didn't make you more emotional.
It started a cycle. It started a fire. It kindled a flame.
Wow. Okay. So it made you aware.
Of course it did. Man, I don't want no another dude, no another watermelon guy.
Well, how would you even say that?
Because I was finna say a word and I had to stop myself. I don't want no guy giving you what I can't give you. I never want that, man. I want to be able to give you what you want, no matter how hard it is, no matter
Wow.
no matter if it's in me or not. And if it's not in me, then I'm gonna just have to admit, hey, man, it's not in me. You know?
Okay. So if I'm over emotional and you lack emotions,
I don't think you over emotional.
you just, y'all, do you see what I'm saying? This is what make us be emotional because he literally
That's me
said.
being funny, but I do think that you have a lot of emotions, but you're not over emotional.
Okay, so rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. 1, I have no emotions at all. 10, I'm the most emotional person you ever met.
I give you a 8+.
A 8.
You'd be 10 over if you was over emotional.
Wow. Like a 8. Okay. So now I'm going to rate you. You have no emotions at all, or you're the most emotional person I ever met. I'm going to give you a 3.
I still think that I would be lower than that.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm of average emotions.
Below average
I'm
emotions.
sorry, below average emotions.
You're both okay. So listen, now let me ask this, okay? Because a lot of people, like women, like when they're in a relationship, if they don't get the emotions from a man, not necessarily them going like get it from somewhere else, but it causes them to have a lack of self-worth. Do you feel that a man plays a part in that if they don't give what they're supposed to give? Or should a woman be strong enough to have an identity in herself, like me, that don't need that type of gratification?
Nah, I don't know. That's a lot of scenarios in that.
Well, just give the most easy one because we ain't got that much time
I
left.
think that a woman that doesn't it depends on her background. Depends on if a man is in her life, a mother single, if a mother was bitter or whatever.
Okay, so we know childhood has a part of it. What else?
It also plays her surroundings or her peers or who she was brought up with. What was the most dominant thing in her life?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a lot of scenarios there. I can answer that.
Okay. So if a man lies to not get their woman to be emotional, how is a woman going to
First of all, man, we don't lie not to get you guys to be emotional.
Yes, you just said earlier. I lie because we don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear our mouths. Y'all don't want to hear what we got to say.
On certain things. It all depends on the things.
So why do you get to have that? You take the choice away, which makes it worse.
Maybe.
Maybe the real. It is what it is.
We'll explore that some other time.
See what I'm saying?
That's a hot topic.
It's not.
Let's move. Let's keep it moving.
We got to keep it. You see what I'm saying? This is what I deal with every single day. Anywho, now let me ask you this. Get the little click, thing, because I don't know how to. Okay. Are women stronger or weaker for being over emotional?
If she's by herself, she's weaker.
Wait, hold on. Because I wasn't prepared, okay? You said if a woman is by herself, she's weaker for being over emotional. Why?
Because there's no balance. Because she's going to pick the wrong guy in the emotions. It's just like being anger. Anger rests in the bosom of a fool. If you can't make right decisions when you're not in your right self.
All right. Okay. So if she's with a man being over emotional, is she weaker or stronger?
She's stronger because she's able to see and express herself through that relationship. Now, it doesn't make her weaker simply because the man is not able to reciprocate. It does make him weaker because he's not able to reciprocate.
Okay, so I'm about to tell you something that you might not want to hear. You ready?
No.
You're going to hear it anyway. You ready?
See, you bulldogging me.
I'm not bulldogging you. I'm just telling you. Are you ready?
No.
Yes. Well, you're going to hear it anyway. Listen. The over emotions that I have in this relationship that you don't have, it taught me to have an identity in myself first over us.
Why would I get mad at that?
Because most men would feel like that's like a form of control.
Man,
control.
I want you to have identity in yourself.
Okay, so listen. But what I'm saying is that in that moment when you want me to be, I guess, like compassionate or sensitive, and I've built up that part of me that can't turn off and on. That's why women are emotional, because we operate either something is or it isn't. Y'all don't see it that way. Y'all see it as multiple things.
Emotion is not is or is it? It's always a maybe. That's why you guys are always trying to build a man, or maybe he's going to get better, or just get him a chance and he's going to be. Yeah, it is because that's gray areas.
Either
with
you
guys.
choose to care or you don't. Either you choose to want to pay attention or you don't. You choose to be nice or you don't.
Hold on, wait. Overall, yes.
Okay, then. So
but
that's what I'm saying.
If you're not equipped, first of all, you talking about people who had a mom and a dad, or they know about relationships.
I don't know a lot of people that had moms or dads. So
well, you know what? I just keep.
You
it
don't
real.
know that many either. So
you said I don't.
No.
I know a lot of friends that had moms and dads
that had both parents in the home.
Yes. Leave It to Beaver.
Who's Leave It to Beaver?
Huh?
Who's Leave It to Beaver?
He was a sitcom, on
Oh my
TV.
gosh, it's not even a real. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, who the heck is that? That's not even a real person. Name one real person that we know.
He was real.
Leave It to Beaver is a character on the TV. You do not know him, and he don't know you.
You did not say.
I said
in the real world.
The real world that we both know, not on a television screen. Name some person who had a mother and a father in a home.
Nah,
I know one.
I know now, but not growing up. No.
I know one person.
I didn't know him growing up.
Okay, well then that gotta play some point into it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. So how is it that you're gonna say, I know how to do this? I'm learning this. I'm feeling my way as I get older.
But how long do you need to learn?
Dude,
how long?
I told you I'm of average intelligence.
Listen, don't use that as an excuse or a crutch. I say that as my husband, I express my feelings and what I need and what I can deal with. And over time, I expect that if you want me to be less emotional, I need you to be more emotional in the best way you know how. And you know what? I'm not even going to take that away from you. You do try. It's just not enough.
First of all, I succeed. You're tripping. You've been with me for what, 19 years? You can say what you want. We've been married for 14.
It's an 80-20
and we
rule,
still
ladies.
got it together.
This is the 20%.
Okay, I ask you this question.
Okay, I'm listening.
Are you leaving me today?
No.
All right, then. I'm succeeding.
Listen, that doesn't necessarily mean success.
I am a winner.
You are trying to flip
Winner,
this.
chicken dinner, baby.
No. Listen.
Better yet, I'm trumping. That means I'm winning.
Okay, I'm just not even gonna say nothing about that. But let's wrap up on this, okay? If a man and a woman figure out where their roles lie, like I am over emotional, I have less emotions, can they have a better relationship if there's awareness and change? Because you know, that's y'all men. Most men want to say something but don't put action behind it. To say y'all such action-orientated beings.
Just because they're busters. But yes, if both parties, they can have a good, open, honest relationship because that's what it's all about, is growing together. Especially when you didn't have that in your life before. And I think that's the key. A lot of people come from broken homes. A lot of us come from broken homes, man. And even if you didn't come from a broken home and you didn't pay attention to your mama, your dad, they didn't teach you nothing, they may be an issue too. But children are always observant of their parents, you know.
Absolutely.
Like we look at our oldest son, you know, he wants a relationship kind of like a relationship that we have, even though it's dysfunctional sometimes, but he wants a relationship. My other son, he wants a relationship. I didn't even know the dude wanted a relationship. It's like he was watching. So you have to realize that you're going to grow together.
Yeah.
And some things that you go through in trial and error is for you to teach others. That's kind of like way our relationship is. It's like we going through things to teach others or to help others, but try to be truthful about it, because look, everybody who say, man, we had the best relationship, we ain't never argued in our life, is a lie.
It is.
I ain't never believe that. You're two different people.
And
could be in the
Facebook
room.
be making people feel like they like all in love. Like, but
mad.
you know what the real is.
I be mad when I look on Facebook and people be getting better gifts than me. I be mad. Like, Chicago, come on, man.
Wow, do you see what I'm saying? It creates a facade of if
Father
I give
gifts,
you,
I got mad when I looked at all the fathers, no good deadbeat dads who got all these gifts and stuff, man. I ain't got nothing, man. I was like, what the heck, man? Don't come into my house, man.
Wow. That's real, and that's how you feel, and we gonna keep pushing for it. So, Willie, I wanna know, do you love me enough to support me as I request that my husband be more tapped into my emotions? Can you support me in that request? I'm putting you on the spot.
We on air and we on the spot, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna try my best.
That's all I ask. See what I'm saying? Listen, we have to know what our spouses is capable of and what we're capable of. And he's right. If I didn't see any type of change, I wouldn't be with you.
I'm not 100% capable. I told y'all, I'm emotional handicapped.
It's the 80-20. This is probably the 20 that I'm never going to get 100%, but it's not less enough
She's gonna get a little bit more.
that it would make me leave.
I think it's gonna be 80-15.
Okay.
I'm 80-15 because I've been 80-20 for a long time. I need to see some change.
Right. So we gonna seek that together, okay?
All right, man.
You love me? Listen, I need you not breathe, hesitate, none of that crap. Don't do that.
Yeah, I love you. Give me a kiss.
Mwah. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We really appreciate it. When are we doing this again? Like, is this going to be a regular thing or are we going to quit?
If we don't break up during the week.
Listen, I don't care. And we said this don't matter what. This we got to do this,
Y'all
right?
chime in, man. Do y'all want to see us come on here even if we start arguing during the week?
Listen.
Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be mad.
I'm going to show up. He may not. He may be in his feelings and be like,
She's not
I
gonna
ain't
show
shooting
up.
nothing.
I got to push the button. She don't even know how to turn on the light.
It doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. That's what they got YouTube for. So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Go ahead and share this. Give it a like, something. Support us. Because let me tell you something. I'm going to take these 2 seconds. I support everybody. People I don't even know. So you can take 2 seconds, share, give some comments. We want some feedback. This is something that I've known God has wanted us to do something together. And I feel like this is it. Like this is our thing. We gonna take over the world. We taking over.
See what I'm saying? Bye, y'all.
Peace.